Welcome back to Atlanta, where on Friday, Governor Bill Richardson made an extended campaign stop and actually helped local Democrats raise a little bit of money of their own. Wait, isn't that backwards? Yes, it is. Stay tuned and find out.
All right, guys, let's go.
Listo.
Excuse me.
After a noon meeting with the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, Governor Richardson dropped by the campus of Georgia Tech to meet the Young Democrats chapter and sign the charter for his Georgia-based Mi Familia con Richardson chapters, which is his grassroots mobilization outfit.
Hey, you really dressed up for me, huh? Todos, especialmente los latinos, we are forming Mi Familia con Richardson in Atlanta, Georgia, in el estado de Georgia.
There was plenty of Spanish to go around, including some new Spanish nicknames.
Former Congressman Buddy Garcia Darden. But he's got a daughter that speaks perfect Spanish, worked for CNN, went to Spain, so at his heart he's a Latino. Mi Familia is the grassroots organization of the Richardson for President campaign in the Latino community. A lot of campaigns have Hispanic outreach, Latino outreach. Well, we go one further. We go organize families, organize other families. And we value the Latino community in states like Georgia, where maybe the community is not as large as in other states, but it's a vibrant, new community.
Having grown up in Miami, I love a little Spanish influence. But here in Georgia, I've seen a very different picture, and I asked a campaign staffer if they thought of any downsides to labeling their entire grassroots mobilization initiative Mi Familia con Bill Richardson. Wouldn't that set off some alarm bells from the conservative community if he's trying to reach out to independent voters? They said they've thought about this, but that the upsides outweigh the downsides greatly, and the people that seriously wouldn't come out and vote because of the Spanish banners, they weren't going to vote for Richardson in the first place. After a few more of the standard platitudes, we let the Georgia Tech Nerd Squad unleash the questions for the former Energy Secretary.
I'm actually an aerospace engineer here at Georgia Tech. So I've been following, Spaceport America, the fact that you have, X Prize Cup hosted in your state. What kind of areas do you see as being important, in the beginning of your presidency as places to kind of seed America leadership?
Excellent question. I didn't know anybody knew about the spaceport, and I'll explain that. I was Secretary of Energy. I think New Mexico is a clean energy state. We compete with California. So when I'm with Schwarzenegger, I let California win because he's bigger than I am. But we both states have done a lot to go renewable. This is the planet. If you look at the planet, and here's where Al Gore has been totally right. I just hope he stays out of the race. That's all I need.
Will you start looking at comprehensive immigration reform? And if so, what would be your top 2 or 3 priorities?
I'll start right away because what we have today is a failure of our immigration policies. The Congress and the President failed to come up with a compromise because it was too politically difficult. Well, America shouldn't lose votes in doing the right thing. We've neglected Latin America, our own backyard. We care about Exxon and Halliburton and Iraq. Micro-lending is agriculture, it's what I just mentioned. We ought to be involved with that. That's why Bono, guys know who Bono is. Is he too old for you? I mean, this is why he's so popular, because he says we've created these huge debts for third world countries. Another way that I would like to communicate with the Muslim world is through your technology, through the internet, digitally. We don't have this. I want to have a digital connection with the Muslim world because you reach more people. Instead of, we have Radio Free Europe, we have the Voice of America. Well, that's okay.
My mom is diabetic and asthmatic, and my little sister has a heart condition, and because of this, we've been having trouble finding an insurance plan that will fully accept them, and in a way it feels like they're getting punished for a health issue that is not their fault. Because my sister is 3 years old. We had Peach Care for Kids, but they took that away.
It's inexcusable that somebody like you and your family are denied health care. Under my plan, and under all the Democrats' plan actually, there's universal health care that mandates pre-existing condition. So you would be covered. One, the best plan in the world in this country, it's the Congress. The Congress has the best, they take care of themselves. And I would make every small business and every American eligible to participate in that plan. And it's not that costly, but it's comprehensive.
There was a lot more detailed Q&A than you can fit in a YouTube video, but most of the answers you can pull right from his website. But we've got another campaign event to get to.
Very quickly on healthcare.
They won't shut that restaurant. What's the name of it?
The Varsity.
They won't shut it?
No, they'll keep it open.
I hear it's a very nutritious restaurant. Like, really goes with my get rid of junk food in schools mantra.
I raced the motorcade to the next stop, but you'll have to wait till part 2 to see why chili cheese dogs weren't the only source of heartburn for Bill Richardson.